So now we're going to talk about active accountability. And the reason that I believe that you require active accountability and making that transition from a business operator to a business owner is because you're a liar. You might not lie to anybody else, but you lie to yourself. You go, no, it doesn't need to be done today. I can wait. That can be done tomorrow. It's all right. I'll do that next month. It doesn't really matter, but it does matter. And we've been conditioned our whole life to be accountable. When you were born, you're accountable to your parents. You go to school, you're accountable to your teachers. You go to work, you're accountable to your boss. Then we go into the big wide world and we wonder why stuff doesn't happen. It's because we don't have accountability. And accountability works like two sides of the same coin. We either want to avoid looking bad or we want to look good. It's as simple as that. Now, one of the easiest ways to create accountability for your team is by having a scoreboard, right? So you will have a scoreboard for divisions, like you have an overall scoreboard, or you will have them for each individual team. So I've grabbed this from one of my companies. This was from earlier in the year. This is actually for the mushroom business. And what we've got there at the top, which is what we always start with, is the input. So the input in this instance is our marketing spend that we're spending. And what we're looking for is the thing that, as an input, is the thing that we have 100% control over, right? So we have 100% control over how much money we spend. You don't start with something you don't have control over. So, for example, you don't say, well, how many leads have we got? How many inquiries have we got? Because there would have to be some sort of activity that you're doing beforehand that drives that. Now, for some people, that will be outbound calls. It will be emails. It will be ad spend. It depends on the industry, but your first row is always going to be an input. Everything else that then comes off that will be what we call an output. But it enables us really, really clearly to see, are we on track or off track, to identify where the bottleneck is, right? So we could see here, we wasn't spending enough money. Well, that's a simple fix. We need to spend more money, because by spending more money would mean we'd hit our website views target. Now, what wasn't working for us was our abandoned target. That was abandoned cart. Now, that meant that what we needed to do was some on-site CRO, conversion rate optimization, to ensure that we had a different abandoned cart rate, and then that in itself would then mean that we end up getting more of the orders that we actually wanted to be getting. So really clearly, really easily, we can see what's going on. These are updated weekly, and what it does is like taking the pulse on your business, right? So you don't have to be involved and integrated. You can see I say in black and white, but it's not all quite black and white, in red or green, what it is that's going on and whether you're on track or off track. So that's one of the ways of doing it. Another way of having active accountability is having a coach, right? Because a coach is there to help you see the blind spots. You can't see the whole picture when you're in the frame, so they can see what you can't be seeing. You're so immersed in it, and that's obviously helpful. Now, another thing with active accountability in a slightly different way is worth remembering. It's the famous Jim Rohn quote, albeit it's been attributed to lots of different people, is you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, there's a phenomenon known as the crab bucket mentality that you may have heard of. If you put one crab in a bucket and it tries to climb out, the crab will get out. But if you put a whole bunch of crabs in a bucket and one tries to climb out, the others pull it back down. And that may be the case for you. There may be people in your life that are saying things to you that feel like they're pulling you back. Now, the reality is they've probably just got your best interest, but they don't have your mindset. They don't have the way that you think. And therefore, they are judging your future based on their own belief of what's possible for them. So one of the ways that you get around that is by getting around like-minded people. Yeah, you get around like-minded people that are aligned with you, that are on the same mission as you, that have got the same goals of you. So therefore, not only do you feel more filled up because you get inspired by what they're doing, but also you learn from them, from the challenges that they're going through, the challenges that they're having, and you pick up stuff along the way. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and please also leave a comment about what it is that you like. I'm going to be picking one of the comments and sending you a free copy of my book, North Star Thinking, Master Your Mindset, and Live a Life You Love. So make sure you get that comment.